everyone. So we feel a very good topic to chat about is questions that you should be asking before you purchase an investment property. So if you're going to view multiple properties or if you're looking at an off-plan investment opportunity, we feel that these are some of the questions that we would ask in our personal capacity, and we advise or encourage you to ask if you're looking at investment opportunities before going ahead and just purchasing without knowing all the information. So off the top of my head, one of the things that I would definitely want to know is, can you short-term let in the building? Especially if it's location dependent. Like if I'm looking at a property on the Atlantic seaboard and it's right on the promenade, I would definitely only look at that opportunity if I can short-term let it and obviously long-term let it.
Yes, that's very important. Any restrictions on the property, because you can switch between the two. You can long-term let in winter, maybe 3-4 months, and then short-term let the property in summer. So that's very important.
But exactly based on the market, like if the market turns, then you want to be like, okay, cool, now I can short-term let my property for 3 months and then I'll rent it out again for a year.
Yeah.
You know? The other thing that I would really want to know if I was looking from an investor perspective and a rental perspective is if the building is pet friendly.
Yeah, that's important if you want to keep pets, or if you're okay to rent out your apartment to someone who has pets. Especially in this market, renting out to people with pets, it's always risky because the pets could damage your apartment, but that's what deposits are there for. But otherwise, it can definitely extend your rental pool and give you more opportunities to rent your property out, which is very important. Another thing that would definitely be good to ask is if you're buying off plan, do they have an indication of levies? And then I would always make sure to add a bit on, because they're generally quite conservative on their estimations. But that would affect your yields, which is important.
Okay.
Or if you're buying an existing apartment, I would look at the last maybe 3-4 months of levy statements for that apartment. I'd want to see the body corporate rules.
Oh yeah, very important, body corporate rules.
And then also the body corporate financials, because that's been something that's impacted us quite a bit, buying into an older block where it was a great opportunity, but there's now a lot of special levies that are raised, which we can also do another video on. But special levies is when your normal levy of maybe $2,000, there is another special levy of about $3-4 grand. So there's a whole chunk of your rental income or out of your savings gone to do lift maintenance and a whole lot of other stuff that special levies can go towards. So that's something I would look out for, body corporate financials.
Yeah, very, very important.
Yes.
I think another thing with off-plan investment opportunities is to ask about the specific developer's reputation and if they've been on time and their finishes, if they've got a high spec finishes in the apartments in their previous developments. I think those are very important to factor in.
Yeah, the quality of build. If you can maybe see a project they've done before, that will just give you a bit of ease. And yeah, I guess a lot of developers are well known in Cape Town, so it's not too difficult to do your research to choose a good one.
Yeah. And I think other questions more top level as well is amenities in the building. Like we looked at a really nice development in observatory, and they had a gym and a cafe in the building.
Yeah.
So that's also very good to note. I mean, if there's plenty of amenities in the building, your property should be rented out a lot faster because it's more appealing.
But that can sometimes increase your levies as well. So you must just be careful with the yields if you're looking at yields, and check how much your levies are. If there are a lot of lifts in the building, if there's a lot of pools, 1-2 pools or something like that, it can just add up the monthly expenses, cleaning. Another thing to note is if you're buying existing house to maybe renovate it or do a little development yourself, are there any servitudes on the property or any height restrictions or any restrictions in general that could limit you from building whatever you'd want to build? Maybe you want to extend your own home and build up another level at a later stage. Very important to understand any restrictions with regards to that before you purchase the property.
Very important. So yeah, those are a few of the questions that we would ask if we were looking at an investment opportunity.
Yes.
If you guys have any questions that you would like to ask us, or if you want to ask an agent, or if you're working with someone and you're not too sure about the question, pop us a message or comment on this video. and we are very happy to help where we can. Thanks so much for watching.